Hi guys, it's fatpetrolhead here, and today we're gonna discuss why German cars are less reliable than, for example, Japanese ones. And is it really true? We all heard a lot of stories about Japanese cars' reliability, especially Toyota, I think, and about a guy who owns a Toyota for 500,000 kilometers and didn't have any problems with this car. Even on this channel I had a lot of comments on the videos about, for example, car maintenance, and from the owners that never changed transmission fluid, coolant or brake fluid and didn't have any problems with their cars. And in modern world it is very hard to find such a story about German car, especially new German car. But that's a little bit strange because, for example, back in 90s German cars were also very reliable, and even now we can find a lot of W124 generation of Mercedes, for example, that had a mileage of about 1 million kilometers and still runs without any problems. So, how it happened? Why German cars became unreliable? And I have a question for you. Which year do you think German cars suddenly became unreliable? And of course I have an answer, and it is something about middle 2000s or even early 2000s. Because for Mercedes, for example, the first generation that was not so reliable was something like W220 for Mercedes S-Class and W210 for E-Class. For BMW also E60 generation of BMW 5 Series. And that's quite tricky. I mean, what happened? The thing is that starting from 2000s, German car makers decided to choose a new way, a way of efficiency and technologies. And of course, it influenced reliability a lot. And talking about main parts of the car like engine and transmission, and usually when we discuss reliability, we mean these parts reliability. They really were absolutely more efficient than any other car makers, and they still don't have any competitors. By efficiency I mean not only fuel consumption but also power output and their combination, because you simply cannot find a really fuel efficient car and fast nowadays that is not made in Germany or in some kind of German technologies. And here we can compare it with Jaguar Land Rover or something. But you just cannot find Toyota car that would be extremely fuel efficient and also extremely fast. And even when Toyota decided to make a Toyota Supra, a new sport car, what did they do? They just rebuilt a BMW. But with all these discussions about reliability, usually widespread from the car lovers and car enthusiasts, really we cannot ignore the market, because the demand for German cars in 2000s, in 2010s and even now is huge. And the first customer really prefer to have great technologies, great power output, great economy and all that. And for those who are really interested in this reliability, old school reliability, that's not a problem. For example, Volkswagen still produces Volkswagen Passat for America with naturally aspirated engine that is absolutely not efficient. But wait, why can't you build a reliable and efficient car? What could be the problem? And there is no problem, to be honest, because there are a lot of them. But you just need to spend a lot of time producing this car to make it reliable. And the reason for it is very simple, because in the modern world, any car manufacturer from Toyota to Kia, BMW, any car manufacturer would present a new technology, engine or car, a new model, and just start to sell them. And then he will look at how it works, and then there is no problem to make an upgrade, to rebuild something in the facelifting, and as a first customer you always have a warranty. And there are a lot of examples how in German cars a bad technology from the start became brilliant. For example, 2-liter Volkswagen engines, I mean gasoline engines, they were rubbish until 2011-2012. But nowadays, then they can easily last for more than 200,000 kilometers for sure, and even 300,000. BMW 4.4-liter V8 engine was such a headache from the start, but it's still in production nowadays and on modern cars without any serious problems. Yes, it's demanding to heat and all that, to the cooling I mean, but it works without any problems and still installed in the best cars of the brand. But going back to Japanese cars' reliability, what models would you really call reliable? So, first I would think about Toyota Land Cruiser. And here, of course, I don't have any argument against, because Toyota Land Cruiser is awesome and extremely reliable. Also, we can find several cars from Toyota and Nissan. But if we talk about the most widespread and popular cars, what we can find there? Something about Nissan and Mitsubishi CVT transmission, which is not well known for being reliable. Also, for example, any Japanese modern turbocharged small engine wouldn't last much longer, as I see it, than Volkswagen engine. And here, I wouldn't say that really we should compare German cars versus Japanese cars. I think that the right comparison should be like modern technologies, efficiency versus old technologies. And going back to big Japanese cars, we also need some time to understand that they are still reliable, because Toyota presented Land Cruiser with turbocharged engines. Also, Nissan Patrol now is only with V6 engine turbocharged as well instead of V8. So it is subject to discuss, and we need some time to find out how reliable they still are or not. And in today's video I want to end up with small advice, but I see it as quite important. So, don't be so focused on old tech technologies, because yes, we all know that there were a lot of awesome cars with huge V8 engines, and they can be in our collections. However, as a daily driver, just a modern car would save you so much money on fuel, just on fuel, that you can repair something that is broken. And what do you think about German versus Japanese cars' reliability, or how I see this question, old tech versus new tech? Please write in comments below, it would be very interesting to read your comments. And also subscribe to the channel, there are a lot of information about cars buying, also about cars maintenance, and also some non-boring cars are already on the channel. And your like would support channel a lot. Thank you and see you soon. Or right now, if you click one of these two videos, I hope you will enjoy them as well. It would be funny in 10 years to find a video something like selling my always broken Toyota Land Cruiser and buying finally a BMW, reliable car.